Standing with me here this afternoon is Steve Repella. Steve Repella was the superintendent for the construction of the field, and his time was donated to this complex by the Gribbon Construction Company. And as we stand here, Steve, I see a building to our left. What is the size of that building?
The size of that building, Bill, is 28'8" by 48 feet.
And what's housed in that building there, Steve?
Housed in that building is a concession stand, approximately 12 foot by 28 feet, and the utility building, which will house all our equipment that's needed for the field, plus the restroom for the ladies and the restroom for the boys.
Is the electrical system housed in this building also?
Also the electrical system, which is a very complex system that involves all the lighting in the field also.
Steve, what would be the cost of that building if it were to be built privately under a contract?
The building the utility building, I would say, would run around $55,000.
To the right, Steve, is a dugout. It's a concrete block dugout. What would be the cost of this dugout would it be built privately?
Built privately, I would say that it would run around $18,000.
And what's the size of the dugout, Steve?
Dugouts are 8 foot by 54 feet, and they have 48 lineal feet of benches in them, along with the bat racks, the coat racks, and of course the water fountain.
And to our right again, Steve, I see a building that houses apparently the press box. What's the size of that building, Steve?
The size of the building itself, it's a 2-story building with a hip roof, and it's 10 by 16.
And what do you think the cost of that building would be new, Steve?
I would judge that building would go around $22,000.
In the basement of that building, Steve, what's the basement going to be used for?
The basement is going to be used to house all our trophies and plaques which people have donated towards this field.
And on either side of the press box building, there are wooden stands. How many seats are available?
Approximately 1,000 seats.
And what was the cost of those stands, Steve?
I think that if you would have to buy these stands outright, it would run you around $15,000.
And then again to our right, Steve, I see a bullpen. What's the size of that bullpen?
Approximately 15 by 75 feet.
And around the entire perimeter of the field, I see a small 4-foot high fence. How long is that? Or how many lineal feet of fence do you have there?
Well, the fence itself is 60 feet away from all from both foul lines, and that's the 4-foot fence. So then 60 feet back from that fence, going north and south, is a 8-foot high fence, which is 60 more feet.
And how many lineal feet of total woven wire fence do you have?
Well, it would go 400 times 4, which would be 16, approximately 2,900 lineal feet of fence.
And in the far left field corner, I see a scoreboard out there, Steve. Would you tell us a little about the scoreboard? Who donated the scoreboard?
The scoreboard was donated by Pepsi-Cola Company, and it's a major league size. It's approximately 6 feet high and 18 foot long. And of course, you can see that it has everything on it that you need to keep the scores.
Now, as I see the field, we've been a victim in the past month of many days and many hours of rain, but I see the field is absolutely dry. Could you explain something about the drainage under the field to cause this to happen?
Well, we have approximately 15,000 feet of 4-inch drain tile underneath this whole field. Now, what's happened here is we dug approximately 15 feet apart these drains, and we put them in the ground about 18 inches, and then we put washed gravel over top of that. And this allows the field to drain. And all the field drains to the northwest corner of the ball field itself.
And the sewage, the main sewage line from the field to the lands of the University of Steubenville, how many lineal feet of pipe do you have there?
We started from the student union building, which is approximately 800 feet from here. And we run an 8-inch sewer along with 3 manholes coming all the way up here to facilitate the restrooms and the dugouts and so forth.
Is there drinking water in the dugouts?
Yes, there are. There are drinking waters in the dugouts and also the concession stand.
And after heavy rain, Steve, what has been your experience with the lay and flow of the water on the field?
Well, right now we're having some little problems in regards to draining it all because we have low spots in the field. But 90% of the field does drain at the present time, which we'll correct the next 10% within a year or so.
And I see the infield's nice and dry, Steve, and it looks like it has a nice texture and surface. Would you tell us about the composition of the infield?
We bought a product that's named Surface. Now, Surface is supposed to give you a real dry field. It absorbs the water and it makes it playable within half hour after it rains.
Now, as we look around the outfield, we see very high light standards that look like they're rusty. What material are these light standards made of?
They are made of Corlon, and as they age, they will turn dark brown. And of course, they'll be rust-proof for the rest of their life. That's the standard.
And how high are those light
They're approximately 80 feet high, and we have 5 lights on each pole towards the outfield, and if you notice behind the dugout, we'll have 8 lights on each side.
And on the light standard in right field, I see a small flag on top of it, just a small flag like a child would carry in a parade. What's the significance of that flag on that pole?
Well, it was put up there with pride by an electrician that worked for Tri-State Electric, and he wanted that flag up there.
Steve, you've been working on this field since the day the idea was conceived, and how long have you been involved in it then?
I've been involved in this field since July of '82.
And is that the day, about the time the construction began?
Actually, the construction began here, I would say, latter part of May, because they had something like 125,000 yards of dirt to move here before they could get this field to where I could come in on it and give it the final grade.
And what was the method you used, Steve, to move this dirt?
Well, we used D9s to move the dirt.
What's a D9, Steve?
D9 is a big caterpillar that approximately moves 3,000 to 4,000 yards of dirt a day. It's just a big blade that's and it's operated by a caterpillar tracks.
Steve, the day that you moved the first yard of dirt, how long has it been from that day to this opening day?
Practically a year, just slightly over a year.
Steve, have you ever built a ball field before?
Never have.
Did you have to read and engineer and learn to build a complex like this, or did you just do it from your past knowledge in the construction business?
Well, I've been in the construction business for 36 years, and this is one of the most memorial days in my life that I can remember. I love to do things like this because it was a challenge for all of us, to get a bunch of people together that actually from all walks of life that come up here, pick up the shovel, and put this thing together. And it was really a pleasure to be a part of it.
Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you very much for the interview.